Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder of choice that we all have. Yes, you have it, I have it, we all have it. And what is that choice about? It's about our thoughts. Remember, it's not about the things that we do, our behavior. No, it's about how we're thinking. And that's where everything starts. Bob Proctor said that frequently. Everything starts in the mind. And that right there is a beautiful truth that when connected with and lived, it changes everything. Remember, as within, so without. Your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. Change the inside, you'll change the outside. See, that is a principle, that's a truth. And that's how everything is delivered. One of the wonderful exercises that I love to have people do at least 2 to 3 times a day is to look around at things that were made from the perception or from the perspective that it was in the mind of someone first before it became the material thing. See, as you start to practice that, you begin to feel cause and effect. You begin to understand how everything flows and how it starts in the mind in the form of an image and turns to the material thing, and how it's directly related to you delivering different results in your life. Now, think about that for you with regards to how much you earn, what you do for work, your lifestyle. See, all of it can change provided you change the inside. There's another beautiful statement that I love to see that's tied to that, and that is if you want big, beautiful changes in your outer world, you've got to make big, beautiful changes in your inner world. And that's what we do here at Elevitality. That's what Dolly and I have worked so diligently on to understand ourselves so that we can help other people to understand it as well. Which leads to the invitation that we have for you coming up on the 14th. We have another emergence event, and we highly recommend that you register for that event and invite others to come along for the ride as well. There we'll be diving deep into a lot of what we're talking about here, but most importantly, how to use it in your life so that you can deliver that change that you seek. All right, so go register and invite other people. Now, what have we been studying? We've been studying this beautiful gem here, The Science of Getting Rich. And boy, has it been a wonderful journey studying this page by page. Now, if you don't have a copy of this, make sure you do get a copy of it. Get this specific copy with this image, because this has a specific version of The Science of Getting Rich that we published. And then when you do get it, yes, read it. Yes, underline it, highlight it. Yes, even memorize it. But most importantly, beyond all of that, implement it. Practice it. See, you got to use it. Always remember that information here, a lot of pages here, information, even what I'm saying, it has no power in and of itself. The only way it has power is through application. And if you use it, guess what? You're going to reap the rewards. That statement right there is so important. We place that as the very first lesson in our program called Emergence. It's called the Golden Rule of Application. And that lesson itself, oh my gosh, is worth so much, provided that is that you use it. Well, with that being said, let's get into this, shall we? Let's go into where we left off in this beautiful gem called The Science of Getting Rich. Before you do that, though, make sure you do have your goal card with you. This is an ideal that you would love to make a material fact and use what we're talking about for that, and also to get rich. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right. So the page we're on is page 119. Now I'm going to read this first chapter, this first paragraph here before we go into that next paragraph. And this is where we left off from the last session. And again, I want you to pay close attention to what he's saying, But most importantly, ask yourself, how can you use it right now in your life? He says, do not try to more than fill your present place with a view to pleasing your employer. Do it with the idea of advancing yourself. Matter of fact, don't do anything to try and please someone else. Do it with the idea to advance yourself. Hold the faith and purpose of increase during work hours, after work hours, and before work hours. Hold it in such a way that every person who comes in contact with you, whether foreman, fellow workman, or social acquaintance, will feel the power and purpose radiating from you, so that everyone will get the sense of advancement and increase from you. See, he calls this be an advancing personality, be someone who everyone comes in contact with sees that you are someone that leaves increase. Now, again, why is that so important? Well, because everyone is seeking increase. You are, I am, everyone is. When you leave increase, you're automatically seen valuable by someone who is seeking the increase who receives it. So make sure that you operate that way. Men will be attracted to you, and there is no possibility for advancement in your present job. And if there is no possibility for advancement in your present job, you will very soon see an opportunity to take another job. You can look at this as attitude. You know, we were just studying that this morning in our facilitation, talking about attitude, the magic word, as what is shared by Earl Nightingale and Bob Proctor. Good attitude, good results. Bad attitude, bad results. Here, he's saying to have an attitude of always leaving increase with people. Now, there is a power which never fails to present an opportunity to the advancing man, to the advancing woman, to one who is advancing, who is moving in obedience to the law. Adopt this for you. Make this a normal part of you. If you do, you'll reap the reward. God cannot help helping you if you act in a certain way. He must do so in order to help himself. Now, that right there is another beautiful gem. Just think about how God, the universe source, has an incredible desire for creation to be something that's expanded on from everyone, including you. And when you think in a certain way, which is in the creative realm, he can't help but help you. Why? Because it helps him to actually deliver all of that. And he will help you. See, this is where you've got to do that work. Now, here he states, there is nothing in your circumstance or in the industrial situation that can keep you down. None of it can, unless you let it. Actually, let me rephrase that. That was an incorrect statement. Unless you're not awake and your subconscious mind runs the program which continues it to happen. Remember, the only thing you let in is light. With that being said, there's really nothing that can keep you down. If you cannot get rich working for the steel trust, you can get rich on a 10-acre farm. And if you begin to move in the certain way, which means you're thinking in the certain way, you will certainly escape the clutches of the steel trust and get into the farm or onto the farm or wherever else you wish to be. See, your success will be attracted to you and you'll be attracted to it. Now, again, really sit in that for a moment, because this is something that you can engage with right here, right now. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to do that. Now, before we proceed and dive deeper into this, for those of you who are watching live stream and would love to tap into the depth of these calls, to watch the remainder of these live calls to watch the replays, then do yourself a favor and go to Elevitality and register for Master Your Mind. You will thank yourself later. Now let's proceed.